All right, week 12, college football breakdown here. Really interesting primetime battle in the Pac 12. We got USC traveling just across the city to Pasadena to the Rose Bowl, taking on UCLA. Seeing USC is the 2.5 point road favorite here. This total actually opened up in the 80s, got bet down about a touchdown. So a lot of line movement on this total. Still very high, though, at 76. I've actually already locked in a play on this game. So give me the points with UCLA. I'll take UCLA as the home dog here at the 2.5. There's one key element to this game that I think a lot of people will just overlook right off that I think is extremely important. Travis Dye, starting running back for USC, over 6 yards per carry this year. You know, if you're watching this, you probably know what he did at Oregon. You know, really slippery back for the Trojans. Well, he got carted off the field last week. He's out for the year. Gruesome leg injury in that game against Colorado. You know, there's a big drop off at that position once he goes down. I mean, I know Austin Jones on the surface might have, you know, similar numbers this year. Take away the Fresno State game, take away last week against a terrible Colorado defense. You know, he was like a 4 yard per carry guy at Stanford these past 2 years. I think that's a significant drop off that I just think people will overlook. I don't want to take away anything from Caleb Williams. He's had a remarkable year, 31 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. He's exceeded my expectations. He's a great player. He's a Heisman caliber player. With that said, I love UCLA's offense. Might be the most balanced offense in the country. I know they got Oregon there in the Pac 12 challenging them for that, but it starts with Zach Charbonnet, 7.5 yards per carry this year. That's the best in big time college football. He's over 1,100 yards. We already know Dorian Thompson Robinson is a dual threat guy, 5.5 yards per carry on the ground. You know, he hasn't exactly been the best vertical passer this year, but I will say he is more efficient than Caleb Williams. I mean, over 70% completion rate. I just don't see a path to stops here for USC. UCLA can create explosive plays in, you know, really three ways: DTR's arm, DTR's legs, and then Charbonnet in the run game. They should be able to have a lot at their disposal in this matchup. I will say UCLA's defense, much like USC's, very mediocre. Saw that last week when they lost to Arizona. I'm going to continue to bang on this, though. I mean, I think missing Travis Dye, surefire 6 yards per carry, big part of the receiving game as well. That's a loss that's going to be felt by USC in this matchup. That's going to put more on Caleb Williams' shoulders. And I know he has the receiver talent. I'm not as sold on this offensive line as some. He's still a sophomore. You know, DTR's got the major experience advantage. He's a fifth-year starter. That takes me to kind of my last point. Just the dynamics of this matchup. Lincoln Riley, still a first-year head coach at USC. Chip Kelly's really been building at UCLA for 5 years. He's got a fifth-year starter at quarterback. Charbonnet's been there for a while now. I just don't like the dynamics of this matchup for USC. So I think the wrong team is favored here, quite frankly. I think this should probably be, you know, closer to UCLA -1. So I think they're going to win the game. If you're going to give me points, I'll take them. Don't think the over is necessarily a bad call either. I'm not going to bet the over in this kind of game, but as the number shows, and if you've watched these two teams, there's no reason to bet it under either. It's over or pass. I'm not going to, you know, mess with that side of the matchup. My best look in this game by far is to take those 2.5 points with UCLA at home in this rivalry game. The holidays are here. Head over to proud90.com and check out their holiday selection. Still over a month till Christmas, so plenty of time to get yourself, a friend, a family member, some unique but very comfortable golf apparel. Weather's obviously getting colder too. Proud 90's got a great selection of hoodies and quarter zips as well. We're all doing a lot of Christmas shopping. Save yourself some money. Use code Fordham at checkout for 15% off your order. The rest of the information will be in the description below.